All squared away. It's 7-all with 8:28 left to go in the first half. Andrew Lynn boots this one. It's that end-over-end pooch kick that he's mastered at this point. Fielded at the 27-yard line. Evades one defender as the returner and down at the 37-yard line.
Sometimes this is where you gotta really thump it sometimes, because they're lined up expecting that right now. Giving them out to the 37, that's really an extra first down from where you kept them the first possession.
That All Saints scoring drive took 2 minutes even off the clock. Went 80 yards, capped off by a 27-yard touchdown pass from Clark Kilman to Mitch Bothwell.
A big drive too, guys, because you kept your defense on the side. Now you need a stop from them.
And a long drive too, 9 plays to that.
From a two-back set here.
Their own 37-yard line, a 1st and 10 for Nolan.
No tight end and 2 backs. They're going to try to run option. You got to get outside with the safeties.
Trey King on the pitch. Trey King turns it around, and a gain of about 6 before he steps out of bounds right in front of his head coach, Dave Bowden.
Yeah, got to adjust to that. When you see 2 backs, that safety's got to come down in there and come play that alley.
That was a great block by the outside receiver for Nolan right there.
2nd down and a short 5. Handoff to Sam Hicks, and he's shimmying his way around. Gets about 2 on the play, and he is upended by Cayman Lane. Hello.
He had a couple of jukes, and then all of a sudden he juked left and Cayman Lane came right.
The jukebox doesn't work after that kind of hit.
He tried to stop and cut it back. He cut it back right into Cayman Lane. Watch this
right
lick.
here.
And this
Cayman chasing the play. You never know when it's your turn. Here we go.
3rd down and 3. Macias hands it off to Sam Hicks. He breaks 2 tackles, both leg tackles, and into Saints territory, but there is a marker on the field.
It's a holding call. You saw them try to block this on the perimeter, and as soon as you see the safety come downhill, they tried to seal him inside. He reached out and grabbed him, and when he did, they caught it.
So that one.
Hey, we've been after these officials for a few weeks, and I'm not sure. They're doing a good job tonight. You know what? It's time to give them a little credit. This is going to make a 3rd, and it looks like about 5 situation. 3rd and
3rd and 6 even maybe.
He keeps going. 7, 8, 9.
All the way back to the 40.
Yeah, he's like that yodeler on The Price is Right.
Let's do some plinko in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 7 from their own 40 after the holding penalty, and negates about a 21-yard gain by Sam Hicks on the run.
Got Donche down here. Money playing corner down here.
Money Parks. He is squared up one-on-one, bottom of your screen on the near side.
Playing tight.
Facing off against Danny Taylor. Throws to the left, though. It's underneath. And with a burst of speed, still rumbling, close to the 40-yard line, good enough for a 1st down and plenty more. Irene Gobenzinza on the reception.
Well-designed play right there. They threw the slot slant, and as soon as he got into the open field, watch him turn that north and south. Really good job by that young man.
Huge conversion for Nolan. Play action to Sam Hicks.
Again.
Throws it out to Gobenziza, and he is bobbling it, taking it down. Gain of 9 on the play.
Now, here's where the Saints are suffering. They slowed the game down a little bit to the Saints' advantage. After they got a couple 1st downs on Nolan Catholic, really picking up the pace here. You see the Saints getting a little off balance.
2nd down and 2. Play action. Throw. Little slant underneath to Sam Hicks. And a flag flies right over the humanity. Pardon me, that was Marvin Young Jr., his 1st catch of the night.
Oh, they're catch somewhere. They keep getting, for whatever reason, they're posting and chopping these inside guys. That's the 2nd time they've called that. Oh no, hands to the face.
Hands to the face, and by all the reaction of who's being talked to in the huddle, it would be Logan McDonald, who is the right guard.
Right there. You see it right there, right underneath the chin.
Oh, and he's still going.
He's still going after him. On Cayman Lane there.
The very sizable Logan McDonald, 6'6", 300.
Chef talked about some of these post after the play penalties, and you know what? He got his wish right here. You might need to go get you one of them $10 scratch and sniffs, the way you called that.
So far, the Saints have been the least penalized team of this affair, and we haven't had the luxury of saying that very often in 2018. 6:50 left to go in the second quarter. A 7-7 game in the second down and 16 of facing the Nolan Vikings.
Money back in here at corner, playing this short corner.
And he is in for Nico Adams and Will Shipman. Meanwhile, the running back, Trey King, turns the corner again inside the 40. And it sets down a 3rd and 7. Yeah.
Nice job by Nolan. You know what? They weren't gonna give up on this drive. 3rd and 16. They pick up about 8 yards to get it in a manageable situation.
Meanwhile, Trey King, who started the game wearing the number 26, has switched to his regular number throughout the year, number 21.
Now they take Money to the top and let him play the field. Let's see if they bring 14 again. Todd Thompson off this corner, and he doesn't look like it right here. Or they come the other way.
3rd and 7. Pressure. Macias checks it downfield. Has a man diving and incomplete out of bounds. But what an effort on the throw and the play and the intended receiver on that.
It looked like he pushed off. He pushes off right here to get a little, watch this when he rolls out, and he pushes off a Todd right here. I'm surprised they don't call this. He pushes off of him to get a little separations right before we could see it. Oh, that was close.
That was close. Sam Hicks had his arm around it.
Credit. That was a heck of a play by their quarterback.
And here comes, I'm not sure if Nolan knows necessarily what they want to do at this point.
They got 10 on the field right now.
And they got 7 seconds left on the play clock.
They've only got 10. 2, 3,
Eric
4,
Gonzalez
5, 6,
is
7,
in
8,
to
9,
punt.
10. They're only going to, there's 2 up top.
And delay of game.
2.
Which might not have been too big of a concern for Dave Bowden, as that gives his punter a little more room to try to knock it closer to the goal line.
As these 2 guys stacked as gunners. It's an interesting setup.
The mad scientist there at Nolan Catholic, Dave Bowden, man in many formations.
Easton Failer back to receive the punt, which is a little bit unusual. I think he's just playing safety at this point.
Yeah, got to get out there and get on the slot guy, though. Block him inside out.
Man in motion. Smeg with a running back. And Gonzalez boots this one off. Line drive, end over end, and it takes a kick, and nice fielding play down the field to prevent that from going in by Sean Holton.
On the 9-yard line. Good job right there on the coverage team to get down there. That ball was going end over end. It's hard to catch at times.
Yeah, Sean Holton is the right man in the right place for that. So all
Saints defense gets a stop, boys. Here we go now. 5:46 to play. You'd like to see them take this ball again down the field, burn some of this clock, try to get something before the half.
Deepest starting position of the game so far for All Saints on offense.
Back to the 2 tight end look, guys.
1st and 10 from their own 9. Hillman swings it out. Jacob Matlock. Flag flies on the far side.
And a big block on the side.
This is going to be, I think this is going to go against Saints here. Blocking, something happening inside.
Boy, somebody took Cam Walker, the defensive back for Nolan Catholic, and shoved him right into the side judge.
That was Donche, I believe.
There's a chop block.
That is one thing we have seen throughout this 2018 season for All Saints, is the blocking of the wideouts has been spectacular.
Look here inside, right there. They have one underneath and one on top is what they're calling right there.
Yeah, but when you dive to the ground, I'm not sure you can call that. Now, Neal's back in there at nose again, and it looks like he's just playing 2 gaps. Look, they got it all covered inside. Well, you got to get this football out now. You can't. Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
And the snap, Hillman wasn't ready, and that's a safety.
What in the heck was that?
And that's what, with palms up, Clark Hillman is trying to figure out from James Brockermeyer, his sophomore center. And that was a quick early couple of plays there in that drive for the Saints offense. Take a look here. And Hillman still getting the call from the sideline.
I'm wondering, was that you think that was some kind of trick play where they were trying to snap the ball to somebody moving?
Barely goes out of bounds, by the way.
And
that right there, now this is what you can't do to win a game like this, is have those types of mistakes right before the half. You're the ball in the second half. This could have been a big opportunity for the Saints, and right there, the miscommunication is really what's going to drive them nuts.
Yeah, it takes the wind out of the sail too. You feel that on this side. We're on the home side, obviously, and it's almost like a lot of air just came out of that balloon after a big stop by your defense. Now you've got to go back out and you got to play again. Here's where you want to see though. You got to kick this ball and give yourself a chance right here.
5:39 still remaining in the second quarter, and the defense throughout this first half for All Saints has pretty much been paying rent. They've been out on the field so long.
You know, I really hate these safety kicks because this is where you really see opportunities for the teams to run them back.
Yeah.
They're not used to this type of coverage. You don't really practice this kind of stuff very much. This is a real opportunity for Nolan Catholic right here.
Trey King is back deep for the Vikings. Stands at about his own 32. Andrew Lynn takes a run at this one, boots it as far as he can. And Trey King will field it, bobbles it though at his own 32-yard line. And lit up on the play. What a tackle. And done so by Derek Ferguson, the third-string running back.
Introduces him to the show right
All
there.
5'8" of dynamite. Look at this form tackle.
Blocked, or actually got pushed from behind. Tell you what, they could have thrown a flag right there. He got shoved from behind. Wow. Right into the play.
The Saints came down and contained him, and Derek Ferguson comes in and puts the spear right in the heart.
Well, they tipped the field, certainly, as we mentioned. Saints had their worst starting field position on their last drive. This is the best so far of the night for Nolan from their own 42 with 5:35 left to go in the second. A 9-7 game. Hand off and a little trickery to Trey King. Goes to the left side. Gain of about 15.
Oh, good play. They kind of run a actually it's a fake where they look up inside, try to act like they're going to run the draw inside and then hit it outside.
And here comes the
Right
quick
back to
tempo.
right back to the tempo.
And the flags fly. And
That's it.
And
That
they move.
tempo offense is costing them a little bit here, boys. They just aren't getting set as fast as they want to move the ball. A couple of guys just aren't following along with it.
And Chef Tim, you and I did the playoff game in the Bi-District round last year between these two teams, and we that similar type of thing happen. It was the tempo. It was continuously. The Nolan Vikings couldn't keep up with their own pace.
That's right.
First and 15, backs it all the way out to the logo in the 50.
At the tight end out here in the trip set, he's all the way outside wide.
Play action.
The keeper.
Quarterback keeper, Luke Macias, gets back and past the original line of scrimmage in a nice gain of about 7.
And this is a physical game. There are some offensive linemen who are flying around trying to make some downfield blocks.
Really aggressive play today on both sides of the ball and both teams. You can tell this is a true rivalry here between these two teams.
Second down and 7.
And the tight end in
42-yard
motion.
And Macias will break in.
They look to see, they send the tight end in motion and then look to the sideline to see how the Saints adjust.
They're going to bring pressure here.
Crowd comes alive. Macias down the field, has a man wide open at the 25-yard line. Still on his feet? No. Trey
Taylor
King.
slipped and fell in the coverage there.
Yeah, Easton Failer fell down. It looked like they were going to roll the pocket, and then he kind of sets up and throws the ball back across the formation.
Here it is. Look here. It looks to be good coverage all the way down the field. At this point, there's a little bit of a block there.
Yeah, a collision between Trey King and Easton
And
Failer
that's where
sent
he goes
Failer
down.
down. And All Saints will take a timeout. They do
Had
so.
to substitute right there. Had to bring Failer out of the game and substitute, forced him to take a timeout.
With 4:09 left on the clock in the second quarter. A 2-point gain, 9-7 in favor of Nolan. Brief timeout. Back after this. Texas 24/7 Television Network.